Now, Senior Wealth Advisor Leslie McCormick of the Farwell Group, author of Bank on Yourself, Why Every Woman Should Plan to Be Financially Single Even If She's Not, joins us, and she's going to continue her conversation about men, women, and money. So good morning, Leslie.
Good morning, Marilyn. The past couple of weeks, we've been talking about men, women, and money, and the great insights of this year's Own Your Worth report from UBS. If you recall, only about 20% of couples make financial decisions together. And this is a problem. It puts the other person, usually a woman in the relationship, at a significant disadvantage and at great risk, given 90% of women in Canada will be responsible for their own finances later on in life. We've talked about what the study found that both men and women agree are the benefits of a less financially engaged spouse becoming more involved in the household financial decisions. And these included things like making fewer financial mistakes, having more confidence in finances, and being better able to attain financial goals. And last week, we talked about how to engage a deferring spouse in financial conversations so that eventually spouses become equal partners where both have a voice in the decisions that will profoundly impact their family and their future. And it starts by asking questions. We talked about questions like, what do you want to accomplish in your life? Who are the people who matter most to you? What do you want your legacy to be? And notice that all of these questions are big picture, the people and things that ultimately finances need to be there to support. And these questions are a great way for a financially deferring spouse to find their voice and get them engaged in the conversation. At some point when talking about these goals and priorities, eventually the money part comes up. And I have found that most people are interested in what it is that their financial resources can do for them, especially when it matches their life priorities. So once a spouse who hasn't been engaged in the finances becomes interested in the goals or priorities, now we can start to talk at a high level about money. I largely agree with what the report suggests are three key dimensions along which to think about your wealth. First is liquidity. What are the priorities over the next, say, 3 years that you will need cash flow to cover? Generally, these are lifestyle related. So, for instance, travel, buying a home, children's milestones, that sort of thing. And if you're retired today, it may include having a comfortable income today. Longevity. What are your longer-term needs? What is it that you would like to do to improve your lifestyle? Maybe you would like a second home, change careers, be able to retire comfortably and remain that way. What are the goals you would like to achieve during your lifetime that will take time and money? And finally, legacy. Legacy building can be any time between now and way down the road beyond your lifetime. What are those goals and ideals you have that go beyond your own as you may try to improve the lives of others? Maybe that's family, charity, or building and sharing wealth over generations. With these goals, priorities, and ideals identified and a bit of a timeline established, now a truly meaningful financial plan can be created to help map your finances to helping you achieve what matters most, individually and together as a couple.
I know that you, Darren, and the Farwell team want couples to be engaged, together better. And I know that you encourage conversation. So if anyone sitting there is wondering if they could become more engaged and have a conversation, all you have to do is take down the number 416-863 7501. That'll get you to the Farwell group, and that'll get you to the information you need so that you have guidelines on investing in the future together, as opposed to having one person pull the whole load themselves. Leslie, I really found this series interesting, and thank you very much for sharing.
You're welcome, Marilyn.